Welcome back to another video and back to the journey of trying to get back to the pointy end of races and also a 350 watt FTP. It is Thursday AM pre-work, like 5 AM, and we are on the bike that goes nowhere, getting our sweet spot efforts in. I've got 4x10 to do today, and I did up the watts each set, but I have decided I hate sweet spot. It is hard. It's no easier than like threshold. It's just painful. But one good thing is getting me better at efforts I don't like. I do not like these sustained efforts. I'm much better when it's like sprint, recover. So that is a bonus. Getting some efforts in that I don't enjoy. Turbo complete, and it is straight into, well, shower first. You don't get to see that, you pervs. But getting kitted up, full winter kit on, and then it is the commute to work. I would have done this session outside, but I had to take my bike into work to get it looked at and checked over before a race this weekend from the main man Del Boy, and I wouldn't have been able to hold sweet spot efforts with like a small chain ring because I've got too much power. No, I'm joking. But then once work was done, well, at lunchtime, we managed to throw a run in. Me and the Rocket, aka the wife, are trying to get some steps in. So my way of getting the extra steps in was out for a run. It was bloody freezing, but this is good because I do still have one cyclocross race left this year, and I'm planning potentially on a duathlon. So just trying to get the running legs ticking over, and I do actually really enjoy running. It's just really hard to balance it with cycling training because if you don't do it a lot, it can leave quite a bit of fatigue in the legs. Look at that. Big up the main man Del Boy. Bike's never been so clean. Like, it needs a couple of new parts on it. I think it needs a new bottom bracket, but the plan is to try and get through these winter races before we change that and a few other bits, because otherwise this weekend's looking grim and it's just going to wreck the bike again. But Del Boy was literally, in the kindest possible way, was just saying to me, you really need to do a better job cleaning your bike. That man knows how to get a bike spotless. So bike's pinging. Hopefully the legs are this weekend. Morning coffee and breakfast going down before we hit the gym. And honestly, although when you get back to work after the Christmas period off, you get into a good routine, you know, 5 AM you're going to hit your training. It's hit me hard. I'm tired, so coffee, and that is needed just to get me into the gym. And then we're going to smash some weights and then straight out on the bike. On the plan today, we have a spicy little session. We've got the devil's move, aka Bulgarian split squats, just trying to get single leg strength in. We've then got some power cleans for some power work, some RDLs to hit the posterior chain, and then some tuck jumps for some plyometric work. And it's only a short session. Well, it takes quite a long time because I'm building the weights up, getting stronger, heavier weights. So you've got to warm up, etc., etc. But I do go straight from this into my bike ride. It's only 1 hour zone 2 today. I used to break this up and do the weights at the gym session in the morning and the bike ride in the evening, vice versa. So time to recover, but we only get one slot in the day now. So it is get them both done in the morning. So, first 2 days back at work, your man's cracked. Daddy is cracked, Bubs. I've got no energy. I got no energy to be daddy. We've got to do our daily bottle, which is normally carnage. So, Rocket, how's it been? Now, she doesn't want to be on camera. How's it been, Daddy, being back at work? Plain sailing, probably.
I don't know, it feels like it's, because it's just been 2 days, hasn't it? So I feel like we've not bike.
So they haven't missed me. They haven't missed me. Do you know what that means, ladies and gentlemen? More bike riding. We can go out on our bike more. Make a noise, Ava, if Daddy can go on his bike more.
Silence. Get in, my girl.
Make a noise. Right, back to training tomorrow. Coffee is going to be required. And also tonight, I'm on the hunt for some bib shorts. I want to get some black bib shorts to race in, so recommendations needed. They probably can't be too expensive because the wife will kill me. Pre-race day, coffee, breakfast going down, and we're going to be jumping on the turbo today because it is -1 outside and I don't particularly fancy, one, being in the cold, and two, falling off my bike on a bit of ice because the roads are going to be slick. But we've got a mountain bike race tomorrow, but all of my races at the moment in this winter period are C races, which means we train through them, and I'm not going to lie, I'm a bit tired this week from like going back to work. It's a bit of a shock to the system. Like before, when you're training and just chilling after that and having family time, it's not very taxing on the body, but we're jumping on the turbo. It was meant to be a threshold session. I'm changing it. I'm going to do a faithful tempo with spike session that I used to do, and it's one of Ian Field's ones, so it's like 30 seconds hard, and then you do 4 minutes 30 at tempo, 4 rounds of that so it's a 20-minute block, and I'm going to do 2 lots of 20 of them. So I'm not taking it massively easy. I'm still putting that hard session in there that Trainer Robe wanted me to do, but they had me doing 4x15 like threshold type efforts, and I just ain't got it in me today, I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes you just haven't got it in you, so I'm gonna mix it up, do tempo with spikes, and that'll be a wicked little session. Legs are still gonna be absolutely spanked for tomorrow probably, which is it's hard to do when you know you're racing tomorrow, but you got to do what you got to do when the goal event is later in the year. So we're going to hit that up, and then probably a little gym session after. Oh boy, that was a sweaty little session, much harder than I thought it was going to be, but boy, have I got a treat for you now. I'm hitting a little gym session and I'm in a little vest and my lycra. They are a treat for the mummies.
I'm Mr. Lover, girl, Mr. Lover.
But in all seriousness, that was brutal. Fan off again for the extra pain, but I'm literally just doing a few pull-ups, a few ring dips, and then a little core circuit, which is my third gym session of the week. This is the last week before a recovery week, and so I'm sort of pushing the limit a bit of what I can handle, because I know I'm going to get next week pretty chill. And I've entered cyclocross, the national champs. I'm not sure if I'll get in because I've hardly got any points this year, but I thought I'm going to watch Ben anyway, so I'll go and crack that. But it's probably just going to be like 30 minutes for me before Cameron Mason or Thomas Main laps me, so I need to get ready to go full gas. So that little session, like the spikes and then staying on the gas, was really good for that. But hit this little gym session and then family time. I will be talking as well. A lot of people have asked me about, like, they're going to become parents soon. I've had a couple of messages, and how I get the training in, blah, 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 and if it's possible, time management tips. So I'll go into that and my thoughts on it all. But let's hit some, look at those pathetic arms now. I don't do any bicep curls anymore. Petite. Breakfast is served, and I'm testing this little microphone because this whole vlog I've been filming using my iPhone. So obviously when I'm out riding, it is not, the wind sound on an iPhone's terrible, so I can't talk to the camera. So I bought these microphones off AliExpress, £2.30. We're going to do a little test run today. I'm going to have to like run in some wind or something to see how the microphone works. This clip might not even be part of it. Say hello. As soon as I put a microphone near her, she doesn't speak and she just wants to put it in her mouth. But we're going to test these microphones, and people have been asking me a lot. The Rocket probably doesn't want to be on camera because she got wet hair. Can you be on camera? I've had a couple of questions about training as a new parent. Now, I think point number one will be for the Rocket to answer, but I think you've got to say straight away, like, this is my time I'm going to train, and it's also got to be when they're asleep most of the time. Would you say, Rocket? We've been quite lucky. Ava sleeps really well. She is like her mother, sleep queens. And on top of that, I think Sarah's just nodding her head. On top of that, like, the Rocket was like a really good mum straight off the bat, so it made my life easier. Would you agree, Rocket?
I feel like you're just saying that to batter me up, to be like allowing that let you do training, to be honest.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, I do it mostly when they're asleep, so that when I get back from work, it is like full daddy mode, and I'm not like, oh, I'm going to go and do a gym session, or I'm going to do a bike ride or something like that. So I do it like before work, use my commute, or what else do? I train super earlies at the weekend. Like, I'm not going to lie to you, if Ava didn't sleep so well, I would not be getting up at 5 a.m. on a Saturday or a weekday. So I'm lucky in that regard. The only problem is nutrition is still rogue at the moment. I can't do it all. It's better. Like, my meals are
lunch and dinner
is pucker.
is fine. Nutritious, high protein meals. It's the snacking in between.
Yeah. I'll get back from work sometimes and just like, we've still got some chocolates from Christmas, raid that. It's a big problem. And it's because I just like, I feel tired and I don't have the capacity to make something. So you've got to pick and choose what you want to do. But breakfast, we're going to get stuff from Denelm and various other things today. Family time. And I'm going to try and fuel up. I'm not overly excited about racing tomorrow because it's raining all day and I don't have a film crew. So I'm going to try and make a video with just me as a cameraman, me racing. We'll see how that goes. Anything to add, Rocket, about training as a parent?
It's hard to find the time. I feel like as a mum, because I might get like a 30-minute window where she's happily playing on her playmat, or she's napping and she's putting the Moses basket and she's fine. But then that's when it's like a dinner needs to be made, some washing needs to be hung, there needs to be some cleaning, and that's the bits that you don't really. You're like, oh, you know, you should try to fit your workout in when you need to do it in the day, but there's always stuff around the house that needs doing.
So, expecting mums, I feel for you. Dads, be more George. Straight out the gym, now the Rocket's working out. Daddy's parenting, isn't he? AKA, put you on the mat. But 1,000, Rocket's got some new weights. 1,001, 1,002. She's going to be jacked soon. Jacked mum.
Don't think so on 3 kilogram weights.
The Rocket has got the goods. It's going to be a surprise what I've got. 2 cakes there, but I'm just having a little pre-cake cake. Whoa. Diet's going well. Lovely. And ladies and gentlemen, dessert is going down. The Rocket has kindly let me have half of her brownie and ice cream so I can save my cake for tomorrow, because it is race day tomorrow. I'm not exactly excited. I've got no film crew because the Rocket's deserted me.
It's raining all day, George.
Gravel Granny's up to north at a cyclocross race, so I'm going to try and wing it myself and see if I can make a video. This probably isn't helping the race, and yeah, the conditions are absolutely grim. But I hope you've enjoyed this video. Let me know what you think of the quality, because I've filmed the whole thing using just my iPhone. The microphone, we might need to do a few more test runs on that. It's a bit bleak, wasn't it? What?
Quality was not there.
Quality was not there, the Rocket has said. So there, you've heard it from the Rocket, so you can slag off that section. But these are the videos I enjoy watching on YouTube, people's training, stuff like that. So hopefully I can bring you along with all my training as we get to peak fitness, try and hit 350 watts for 20 minutes, and also start getting near the pointy end of races again. So I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll catch you in the next one.